Hello students, let us continue from where we stopped yesterday. Yesterday we computed arithmetic mean of individual series. Today we will be solving arithmetic mean in discrete series. Okay, so first we will revise what we did yesterday. Okay, so let us solve one more question of individual series. Compute arithmetic mean from the given data. The data is 7, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3 and 9. Okay. So you are supposed to compute arithmetic mean. There are two methods. In the exam you can do any one method. Okay. In the exam they will not specify which method to do. Okay. You can use any method. So there are two methods. One is direct method. The formula is arithmetic mean is equal to summation x upon n. Okay. And second method is shortcut method. Right. Under this, this is also called as deviation method. Okay. The formula for this is x bar is equal to a plus summation d upon n. To avoid confusion, you can put here one bracket. Okay. Where a is assumed mean. A is assumed mean. D is x minus a. Okay. And n is number of observation. I have used small letter n, so I'll write small letter n only. N is number of observation. Okay. Now, this is my data. 7, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3, 9. I can take any number. I'll take roughly the middle number as A. I can take the first number as A, last number as A. It is my wish. Okay. So in this case, for shortcut method, I'll take A as 5. Okay. This is my A. This is my assumed mean while solving using shortcut method. Now first I'll use direct method and solve. Okay. When I use direct method, I'll just change the color. Okay. In case of direct method, what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to add all the variables, right? Summation x. So 7, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3 and 9 are my x. Okay. So summation x would be 7 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5 plus 6 plus 2 plus 3 plus 9. I have calculated it is 40. And number of items, n is number of items. So my number of items are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which is 8. So 40 divided by 8 is 5. Right? So arithmetic mean is 5. Okay. I'll change my assumed mean because arithmetic mean is itself 5. Okay. Let my assumed mean be 2. Okay. I'll keep the lowest number as assumed mean. Actually, I'm supposed to take any middle number. Okay. So I'll keep 2 as my A. Okay. So that my calculation becomes easy. So I'll take the smallest number as A. When I take smallest number as A, so my x is 7, 6, 2, 5, 7, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 3, 9. 6239. Okay, so when I use direct method, my arithmetic mean is 5, which is correct. Okay, in case of shortcut method also, it should be the same. So x I wrote once again. I have assumed 2 as my assumed mean. Okay, I have taken the smallest number because I want my calculation to become easy. Okay, actually you are supposed to take some middle number, but it's okay. You can take any number as assumed mean. Okay, so my D is x minus a. So 7 minus 2 is 5. 6 minus 2, 4. 2 minus 2, 0. 5 minus 2, 3. 6 minus 2, 4. 2 minus 2, 0. 3 minus 2, 1. 9 minus 2, 7. Okay, let's add this. 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 plus 7. 5 plus 4 is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. This comes to 24. Okay, so my D total is 24. Okay, now the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation D upon n. My a is 2 plus summation D is 24. Number of items are 8. Right? So 2 plus 24 divided by 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Right? So 2 plus 3 is 5. So x bar is equal to 5. So arithmetic mean is 5. Okay. Okay, this is the next problem, calculation of arithmetic mean in discrete series. So in case of discrete series, there are 3 methods: direct method, shortcut method or deviation method, and step deviation method. So in case of step deviation method, you have to make sure the difference between x is same. So step deviation method cannot be used for all the problems. Okay, so you can avoid using step deviation method. Let's start. First, here in case of discrete series, x is given and f is given, right? So x means variable and f is frequency. Okay, so the variables are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70. Frequency is 2, 6, 8, 14, 8, 7 and 5. Okay, now we will solve using direct method first. Okay, so first one is direct method. The formula for direct method is arithmetic mean is equal to summation fx upon n. Okay, where x is variable, f is frequency and n is total of frequency. Okay, so n is equal to the total of frequency. So 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 14 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5, when you total it, it comes to 50. So n is equal to 50. Okay, and you need summation fx, that means total of fx. So you need a next column which is fx, f into x. So 10 into 2, 20, 20 into 6, 120, 30 into 8, 240, 40 into 14, 560, 50 into 8, 400, 60 into 7, 420, 70 into 5, 350. And you need total of fx, that is submission fx. When you total it, it comes to 2110. Okay, so arithmetic mean is equal to 2110 divided by 50. So when you divide it, you get 42.2. So you calculated arithmetic mean using direct method in case of discrete series. In discrete series, x is given and f is given, right? Variable and frequency is given. Okay. There is two more methods. The second method is shortcut method. It is also called as deviation method. The formula for shortcut method or deviation method is arithmetic mean is equal to a plus summation fd upon n. You can put a bracket here to avoid confusion. Okay. Yeah. Now in the problem, x is given and f is given, right? So x we don't need to write again. I'll just copy paste it. Oh, sorry. I'm not able to copy paste. Anyway, I'll take the same thing again here. Okay. 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 Now the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation fd upon n. Okay. So in this case, you will select any one and name it as a. Okay. Here you have to select any one x. From here you have to select, from your x you have to select any one. Okay. I want my calculation to become easy. You should actually take a middle number like 40 or 50. Okay. But I want my calculation to become easy, so I take the first number as a. Okay. And your d, this d is equal to x minus a. Okay. So my next column is d, which is x minus a. Okay, x is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, right? And a is 10. So 10 minus 10, 0. 20 minus 10, 10. 30 minus 10, 20. 40 minus 10, 30. 50 minus 10, 40. 60 minus 10, 50. And 70 minus 10 is 60. Okay. And I want summation fd, right? So next column will be f into d. Okay. So 2 into 0, 0. 6 into 10, 60. 8 into 20 is 160. 14 into 30 is 420. 40 into 8 is 320. 50 into 7 is 350, and 60 into 5 is 300. Okay, when you total this, it comes to 1610. Okay. So, right. So the formula is x bar into, arithmetic mean is equal to a plus summation FD upon N. Okay, you put a bracket here so that you don't make any calculation mistake. And N is total of frequency, and total of frequency is 50, right? Yeah, it is 50. So N is equal to 50. Okay, so A is 10, right, plus summation FD is 1610 divided by 50. So 10 plus 32.2, which is 42.2. 1610 divided by 50 is 32.2. Okay, so arithmetic mean is 42.2. In direct method also you got 42.2, right? This is the second method, which is called a shortcut method, where you assume one number as A and then solve. Okay, now next method is deviation method. You can use deviation method only if the difference between the two variables, okay, is same. Here the difference between 10 and 20 is 10, 20 and 30 is also 10, 30 and 40 is also 10. So difference here is same, right? So when the difference is same, only then you can use step deviation method. Okay, so next method is step deviation method, the third method. The formula for step deviation method is x bar is equal to A plus summation FD upon N multiplied by C. You can put a bracket here so that you avoid calculation mistake. Here C is equal to, C is the difference between two variables. Okay, so I'll write C is equal to difference between two variables. You can use this method only if the difference between two variables are same. Okay, so in this case, in this question, C will be equal to 10, right, and D is equal to x minus A divided by C. Okay, so let's start. So in the question, x is given and f is given, right? So x is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'll write it again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And frequency is 2, 6, 8, 14. 2, 6, 8, 14. 8, 7, 5. 875, and total of frequency, which is N, is equal to 50, right? So my next column will be D, and D is x minus A divided by C. In case of deviation method or shortcut method, D was x minus A. In case of step deviation method, D is equal to x minus A divided by C. Okay, so again I take 10 as my A. Okay, so 10 minus 10 divided by 10, so which is going to be 0, right? Then 20 minus 10, which is 10, divided by 10, which is 1. 30 minus 10, which is 20, divided by 10, 2. 40 minus 10, 30, divided by 10, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is my D. If you want me to write the calculation, I will just write here. Okay, this is 10 minus 10 divided by 10, so 0 upon 10 is 0, right? This is 20 minus 10 divided by 10. This is 30 minus 10 divided by 10. Okay, 40 minus 10 divide by 10, and so on. Yeah. Now next column will be FD, right? So F into D, 2 into 0, 0, 6 into 1, 6, 8 into 2, 16, 14 into 3, 42, 8 into 4, 32, 7 into 5, 35, 5 into 6, 30. So the total of this, that is submission FD, is equal to 161. Okay. So you know N, you know submission FD, you know A, and you know C. So let's substitute. I'll write the formula once again. A is equal to, arithmetic mean is equal to A plus, you put a bracket here so that you don't make any calculation mistake, submission FD divided by N multiplied by C. Okay. So where A is 10 plus submission FD is 161 divided by N, which is 50, multiplied by C, which is 10. Right. So 10 plus 161 divided by 50 comes to 3.2 into 10. Sorry. 3.22 into 10. Okay. So 10 plus 32.2, which is 42.2. Okay. So in all the three methods, the answer will be same, obviously. Okay. But step deviation method you can only use if the difference between two variables are same. In the exam, they will not ask which method to use. You can use any method. Whichever method you are comfortable, you can use that method. Okay. You can use direct method, shortcut method, or step deviation method. It doesn't matter. Okay. Step deviation method you cannot use in all the problems. Okay. You can use it only when the variable, the difference between the variable throughout the problem is same. Only then you can use step deviation method. So I would suggest, if the width is, the difference between two variables are same, you can use step deviation method. And if the difference is not same, you can use shortcut method. You can even use direct method. It's up to you. Okay. If you think remembering all the formulas is very difficult, so you can just remember one formula. Okay. You remember only deviation method formula, and for all the problems you can use deviation method, because deviation method you can use in any problem. Okay. If the variable, if there is difference, you can use deviation method. If there is the difference are, if the difference are same, then also you can use deviation method. If the difference varies, still you can use deviation method. So I would suggest you can use deviation method only throughout the problem to calculate arithmetic mean. Okay. So this way you are supposed to calculate arithmetic mean in case of discrete series. There are three formulas. In direct method, the formula is x bar is equal to summation fx upon n. In case of shortcut method, the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation fd upon n, where d is equal to x minus a. And for step deviation method, x bar is equal to a plus summation fd upon n into c, where c is difference between two variables. You can use this method only if the difference between two variables are same throughout the problem. And d is x minus a divided by c. Okay. A, you can take any number. You can choose any number from x and make it a. So the best thing is to take smallest number as a. That makes your calculation easy. Okay. Now we will be solving arithmetic mean in case of continuous series. Okay. Calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series. Let us solve this one problem. The 25 factories in a locality spend the following amount. Calculate the average amount spent by each factory. Amount spent in crores: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Number of factories: 3, 5, 7, 4 and 6. So this is the frequency. Okay. So total will be, it is given that there are 25 factories. So total has to be 25. So n is equal to 25. Okay. Like in discrete series you have 3 formulas. Similarly in case of continuous series also there you have 3 formulas. One is direct method, second one is deviation method or shortcut method, and third one is step deviation method. Okay. So first one is direct method. We will solve using direct method first. Okay. So it's very easy to remember the formulas. Okay. So in case of direct method, in case of discrete series, the formula was x bar is equal to summation fx upon n, right? You just have to remove this x and put m there. Okay. So in case of continuous series, the formula is x bar is equal to summation fm upon n, where n is total number of frequency and m is midpoint. How do you calculate midpoint? Midpoint is the middle number of the class. Okay. So how do you calculate midpoint? My next column will be m. Midpoint is 0 plus 10 divided by 2. Okay. That's how it is. So the middle number is the midpoint. So 5, 15, here it will be 25, 35 and 45. These are the midpoints. Okay, the middle number. I'll just write the calculation. Okay, 0 plus 10 divided by 2. So upper limit plus lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Okay, so 10 plus 20 divided by 2. Yeah, this one is 20 plus 30 divided by 2. 30 plus 40 divided by 2. This is how you get midpoint. 40 plus 50 divided by 2. Okay. So midpoint, how do you calculate? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Okay. The formula is summation fm upon n, right? Now let us calculate fm. My next column will be fm. Oops. Okay. My next column is fm, that is f into m. So 3 into 5 is 15. 15 into 5, 75. 25 into 7, 175. 35 into 4, 140. And 45 into 6, 270. Okay. The total of this, that is summation fm, is equal to 675. So your arithmetic mean will be 675 divided by 25, and this comes to 27. So arithmetic mean is 27. Now let us calculate same problem using deviation method, okay, which is the second method. So deviation method, which is also called a shortcut method. The The formula for shortcut method is same like in case of discrete series, which is x bar is equal to a plus summation fd upon n. Okay, but the only difference is in case of discrete series, d is equal to x minus a, right? Instead of x, you will write m minus a. That's it. Okay, so a is assumed mean. Okay, we are supposed to take a middle number, but to make the calculation easy, we are taking the first number as assumed mean. That is okay, not a problem. Okay, so I'll just copy paste this again. Okay. Yeah. So you have your f, you have your m. Okay. Now in case of deviation method, your next column will be d. Okay, so your d column is m minus a. So you take first number of m as a. You can take any number. It would be advisable to take 25 as a because that is the middle number. But I want my calculation to become easy, so I am taking my first number as a. Okay, so 5 minus 5 is 0, 15 minus 5 is 10, 25 minus 5, 20, 35 minus 5, 30, 45 minus 5 is 40. Right? Next is f into d. Okay, so f into d, 3 into 0, 0, 5 into 10, 57 into 20, 140, 4 into 30, 120 and 240. Okay, let's total this. 0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 1, 5, 3, 5. So this comes to 550. Okay, so this is summation fd, which is 550. Okay, so arithmetic mean is equal to a plus summation fd upon n. Okay, where a is 5 plus summation fd, which is 550 upon 25. Right? So 550 divided by 25. So 5 plus, when you do 550 divided by 25, you get 22. So 5 plus 22 is 27. So using shortcut method also you get same arithmetic mean. Okay. The third method is step deviation method. You can use step deviation method only if the width of the class is same. So here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. The width is 10, right? Everywhere there is 10. The width is 10. So 10 minus 0 is 10, 20 minus 10 is 10, 30 minus 20 is 10, 40 minus 30 is 10, 50 minus 40 is 10. So width is same. Only if the width is same, only then you can use step deviation method. Okay. Let us see the formula in case of step deviation method. So third method is step deviation method. Okay, you can use this method only when width is equal. So the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation fd upon n multiplied by c. Okay, we'll use the same formula. We'll use the same problem and solve the problem. Okay, so I'll just take this again. Same question. Okay, I'm just taking this again down. Okay, so this is the detail which is given, right? Amount spent and number of factories. M we computed, that is the midpoint we computed. So in case of step deviation method, D is equal to, I'll write it somewhere here. Okay, D is equal to M minus A divided by C, and where C is difference between two variables, difference between the width, that is 10 minus 0 is 10, 20 minus 10 is 10, 30 minus 20 is 10, so that is C. Okay, so C is equal to 10. Okay, the width is 10. M is the midpoint, A is, you can take any number. Now in this case also I'll take the first number as A. So this is my A. My next column is D, and D is M minus A divided by C. Okay, and in this case C is equal to 10 because the width of the class is 10. Okay, you can use this number only if the width is same, otherwise you cannot use this method. Okay, so let's calculate D. So 5 minus 5, which is 0. So in first case it is 0. Okay, how do I get this? Wait, I'll show the calculation. 5 minus 5 divided by 10. So 0 divided by 10 is 0 only, right? Then here 15 minus 5 divided by 10. So 10 divided by 10 would be 1. Okay. So in this case this is 1. Then next is 25 minus 5, which is 20 divided by 10, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So calculation is 25 minus 5 divided by 10. 35 minus 5 divided by 10, and 45 minus 5 divided by 10. So D is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and your next column will be FD, which is F into D. So 3 into 0, 0, 5 into 1, 5, 7 into 2, 14, 4 into 3, 12, and 6 into 4, 24. Okay, when you add it, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 1, 5 and 5, 55. So submission FD is equal to 55. Okay, so I'll write the formula once again. X bar is equal to A plus summation FD upon N into C. You put a bracket here, okay, so that you don't make any mistake while calculating. So A is 5, right? 5, A is 5. Submission FD is 55, N is 25 and C is 10. Okay, so 5 plus 55 divided by 25 multiplied by 10. So 5 plus 5 twos are 5 fives are 5 ones are 5 elevens are. So 11 into 2, 22, which is, so 22 into 25, 27. So x bar is equal to 27. So arithmetic mean is 27. Okay, this we solved using step deviation method. Okay, that's it for the day, students. We will solve few more problems on arithmetic mean in the next class. Thank you very much. Have a great day.